I'm so excited. Okay, calm down, calm down. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'd love to have you be a part of my growing band of misfit toys. We are at 100 subscribers. It may not be a lot to a lot of people. There are people out there hitting 1 million, 500,000, 30,000, 10,000, 5,000. But we right here, the Latoya Show, we're at 100 subscribers and I'm super excited. I feel super blessed. It's just really amazing. I didn't think that I was going to get here because I was up in the air with YouTube for the longest time, and then I decided to be more consistent with it, and my work has paid off. You guys are here tuning in and watching me, and I just think it is amazing, and I'd just like to say thank you. Is my blush too much? I mean, I think I'm gonna tone it down just a little bit. I'll be right back. You know what? We're in here. This is me. I think the blush is okay. I'm good with it. I just did this look. I was feeling super inspired and super creative, and I felt like, why just post a picture on Instagram when I can do a video to celebrate 100 subscribers and let you know what my ride or die products are. Not only am I going to be letting you know what my ride or die products are, but I'm also going to include a giveaway in this video. So please stay tuned to the end to see what I am giving away and all of the rules and stuff like that. Let's get into this video. Okay, I'm gonna go in the order that I do my makeup because that made the most sense to me, so that I can pick all of the products to do a complete face. So I'm going to start off, wow, we're starting off really great here. I'm going to start off with eye primer, and for that I use the P. Louise base. It is a thick base that you put all over your lid. Most people that do use this don't set it, and they just go right in with their eyeshadow. I can't seem to do my makeup really without it. I really do love it, especially for brighter looks. Brighter looks, this is really key. Since I do my eyes first, next up is eyeshadow. I don't have a particular eyeshadow that is like my holy grail eyeshadow. It's more or less singles, and I put them in this. It's a salt palette. I ordered this online. It's really luxurious. I believe this is faux leather of some kind, or maybe like a vinyl. And there's two colors, this black one and the gray one. And I chose to go with the gray one. It has a zip to keep your shadows nice and secure. On this side are the shadows. On this side is a pretty good size mirror. Sorry about the fact that mine has fingerprints all over it. Anyways, I like this palette because it is a palette that comes empty, and you can basically fill it with any individual shadows that you want. I filled it with neutrals because they're a no-brainer. Really travel friendly. Since I travel a lot, this works for me. This category is surprising to anyone that knows me. It is mascara. I've never been a fan of mascara because I have little itty bitty, barely there eyelashes. And I felt like any mascara was all going to do the same thing for my eyelashes because I never found results from mascara personally. However, Milk Makeup came through. First up is this primer by Milk Makeup. It's the typical mascara primer. It's a white color. This primer is a game changer. When I put this on, it already makes my lashes look like there's something there. And then I follow it up with this mascara, also by Milk Makeup. It is the Kush Waterproof Mascara. I have the mini one because I was skeptical when I first got it. And I was like, I'm not going to get a huge size of this because if it doesn't work, then I won't be out that much money. These two products together have been amazing. They have literally been a dream. Until recently, when I found that primer and mascara, I have been heavily dependent on false eyelashes or lash extensions. I'm not just dependent, I'm obsessed. I love changing my lash style depending on whatever look that I'm going for. I picked two types of lashes. The first one is Lily lashes, and this is in the style Miami. I love these lashes. They are super wispy. They're really good for every day or adding some flair to a nighttime look. They're 3D mink lashes. They are reusable. It says here that you can reuse them up to 25 times. I get a lot more use out of them. The second lash that I have here, this particular style is very similar to the Miami Lily lashes. They're more affordable even though they do come from the UK. They're by Tati Lashes. I'd say that they look pretty much identical to the Miamis by Lily Lashes. Again, they're super wispy, super light and flirty, and very versatile. These are the TL4s, if I didn't say that already. Overall, as a brand, I just love these lashes. Primers are super important to the longevity of your makeup. I multi-prime, so I go in with two different primers. First, I go in with this primer by Marc Jacobs. It is the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I use this primer for the perimeter of my face, everywhere except for where I get oily. This is a moisturizing primer, and that's why I use it in those places, because I have oily combination skin. I'm oily in my T-zone, and the rest of my skin is fairly normal. The second primer is by Origins. It is the Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb. A mouthful, both of those primers. This primer is a mousse. It is, in fact, very cooling. That's what it looks like. Even right now on my fingers, it is super cooling, and that's what I love about that. I put it here on my nose, my forehead, a little bit here on these lines, and a touch on my chin. It helps with my pores on my nose and keeps the oiliness at bay, and that's why I love that primer. The two of them together, perfection. Foundation is particularly hard because I have so many foundations. Like right next to me on my desk here, I have probably about 15 foundations. And that's not even all of the foundations I own, because I try a lot of foundations on a regular basis. However, the foundation that I always go back to, and I have been for the past few years, is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. At first, the word luminous was just like a deterrent for me. I was like, no, I don't need luminous, because after a couple of hours, you'd be able to like fry an egg on my forehead, and I'm not trying to go for that. However, I did try it because I've tried various foundations that are not necessarily for my skin type. This one right here is everything. It is life. It is where it is at for me. I absolutely love it. I can 100% depend on this foundation. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. It's just perfect. I am in the shade medium/dark for Macao, and for NARS foundations, that's usually my shade. So yeah, I really love this guy right here. As I mentioned before, my under eyes are literally the Sahara Desert. They're the worst. It hasn't always been like that. With age, my under eyes have gotten drier. There are tons of other concealers that I would love to use that I can't anymore because of that dryness. So these foundations are perfect for me. They're very moisturizing, and they are by Kevyn Aucoin. They're the Supernatural foundations. I have two shades, medium EC06 and deep EC07. I mix these shades together to get the perfect color that I need for my under eyes, just the right amount of brightness and still subtle at the same time. These concealers are everything. They're moisturizing, they have really good coverage, and they don't make my under eyes look crepey and old and dry and show the fine lines that I have under here. These are my homies. Under eye setting powder has been like a ritual to me. I used to bake, however, I'm no longer in that elite group of people who can bake their under eyes. So I use powder with caution. And the powder that I am loving is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. Look at that packaging. There's a lot of product in here. This powder is super finely milled. I only use a little bit of it. Like as soon as I put my concealer on, I set right underneath here super quickly. I don't go too heavy under my eyes directly because I don't want the problems that I mentioned earlier. This powder also kind of seems like it's a little bit hydrating. I don't know if that's because it's so finely milled or what, but it works for me. I love everything about it. This next product is really exciting. It is from the drugstore and it is my favorite bronzer at the moment. However, I do love my Fenty bronzer, but that just came out, and this one I've had for a little while now. It is the Physicians Formula Miru Miru Butter Bronzer in the shade Endless Summer. The smell of it, the smell is amazing. And that is a shade right there, and it is literally the perfect shade for my skin tone. I had been wanting to try this product for the longest time. However, they only had like one shade, then they had two shades, and they were not for me. Now they have about 6 shades, I believe, and when I found this one, I was just like, I think this might work for me, and it does. And it's crazy that it's from the drugstore because I don't typically use drugstore makeup, especially for complexion, because I never find products that really work spot on for me, if you will. So yeah, I really love this bronzer and I highly recommend it. Blush has been an off and on type of situation for me. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want blush, and other times I could go a long time without even looking at blush, and I have tons of blush. This blush is by Tarte, and when I first saw this, I was like, holy Ash City, this blush is not going to work for me, because look at that color right there. It's super light. I was sure that this was not going to show up on me. My friend insisted that it was going to show up on me, and sure enough, it showed up on me, and I love this. This is my favorite blush. I'm not wearing it right now because I needed something that packed more of a punch. Did I say this is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Risque. Love, love, love. There's nothing really else to say about this. It actually kind of gives you that burnt look that people talk about. I really like that. I even brush it like across my nose if I'm having like a no makeup kind of day, and it is just perfect. My favorite category, highlighter. This is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Whisper of Guilt. People had been talking about this for eons before I even started really getting big into makeup. So I didn't get my hands on it the first time around. However, the second, third, fourth, fifth time around when they released it, I was there and I was like, I'm going to get this. So I have this in a couple of different packaging. This one is holiday, I think 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And now it is permanent, so it's just in their regular packaging. This is just the perfect highlighter. It is the perfect kind of goldy shade, and it just melts into the skin. Look at that shine. It is just actual perfection. It's really smooth and buttery, and it just like melts into your skin. I'm a really big fan of brow pencils, and my favorite brow pencil at the moment, and actually since it released, is the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. I have this in about 4 shades. Currently I am using the shade, well no, I have the shade 4 on right now, but this one is 4.5. I love the component on this. It's really pretty and unique, and that's really nice. It's the standard pencil, however. Here is where the product comes out, and then there's a spoolie on this end. And even though most of the pencils are kind of micro fine, I find that this is a little bit more precise, as it states in the name, and that's really why I love it. Lips. Lips have been an evolution for quite some time. It was just regular lipsticks, and then the matte liquid lipstick was the craze for the longest time. And I love matte liquid lipsticks for the very reason that they don't transfer very easily and they stay put. However, my lips aren't loving them very much anymore. So with that said, I'm still sticking to liquid lipsticks. However, this formula is perfection. It's not transfer proof by any means. It doesn't claim to be. However, it gives me that matte look, and without feeling like my lips are being sucked dry, and it doesn't transfer as easily as a regular bullet lipstick. And this is the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint. This packaging is literally everything. It's nice and heavy. It's glass. It's that chrome looking like top. I have all 8 of the shades that Fenty has released so far, and I am looking forward to other shades. Currently, I am wearing this shade right here with a lip liner. This is Unbutton. Super comfy, super nice, and yeah, I am looking forward to more shades. Last but certainly not least is setting spray. I used to use super matte setting sprays. Now that I found with time and as I've gotten older that sprays like that bring out the oils in my face to the surface a lot faster. I have been loving this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water Set and Refresh Spray. This isn't a mattifying spray. It's a little bit hydrating. It's like a drink of water on your face. After all of the powders have been put on and all of my makeup is done, it kind of just like melts everything together and makes it look like the perfect finished product. And I absolutely love the spray. Even a little bit before I put on my foundation, I'll spray a couple of spritzes of this. It really works and I love it. I made it. You made it. We made it. We've come to the end of the video, so you know what that means. It means giveaway time. For the giveaway for reaching 100 subbies, and as a thank you, I will be giving away this palette right here. Well, not this palette, of course, a new one. This is the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't want to show you mine because it's well loved. For beginners, it's not very scary, and it would be a good addition, I find, to anyone's collection because it has neutrals and there are matte shades and shimmery shades. It's a really beautiful palette. I love it myself, and I am super happy to be able to give away one of these to one of you. The giveaway is going to be international. It doesn't matter where you live. You can enter to win this baby right here. I will leave all the rules down there in the description box. Thank you so much for watching this video and subscribing. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It helps me out. It'd be really nice. I guess you could thumbs down it as well. Also subscribe. The subscribe button is right here. Just click that, the notification bell, so you know when I upload next. Comment down below what your Holy Grail / ride or die products. I'd love to know what they are, and I will see you in the next one.